My favorite images of Christmas is also, and I remember this as a child, the Santa Claus kneeling at the crib and giving his praise to the newborn Christ.
For many, the Christmas season is a time for reflection. Archbishop Gregory Amen reminds the church that the true meaning and spirit of Christmas goes back to a powerful yet simple story.
Humanity had gone astray from God, had become unfaithful to God, had sinned. But God didn't give up on humanity, and he wanted to save us and to send a Messiah. And so he sent his son as a poor, small, dependent baby that was born among animals in a barn.
The story of love and reconciliation fits in with what Pope Francis has asked the church to concentrate, reflect, and pray on in 2016, deemed the Year of Mercy.
During the Christmas season, as well as throughout the year, we're called to see Jesus as the one who comes into our lives and forgives us, and to try to embrace more fully this mystery of God's mercy.
Amen says forgiveness doesn't stop with others. That same God calls on us to forgive ourselves.
I dare say that all of us carry around something that we need to let go of, that we haven't forgiven ourselves for something in the past. And if we do that, if we truly accept the forgiveness of Christ, if we forgive ourselves, then we are empowered to forgive others.
And that includes family members.
It is an opportunity to look at our families and say, you know, who is it in my family that I've pushed aside or given the silent treatment to? Can I give mercy and forgiveness to them?
While Christmas brings about a spirit of joy, there's no denying that some carry a spirit of fear during this season, a fear that grows with each instance of violence, community dissension, terrorism. Amen says we must strive to be the peacemakers of our time.
Wherever there is violence in a community, it's not really accepting Christ. It's not accepting his message. And so in this community, we need to find the things that bring us together and not the things that divide us. And there are many, many ways in which we can be brought together. There will always be differences of opinion on many topics and many subjects. The monuments happen to be one of them. But we need to see beyond that. God calls us to unity, to respect, to really see the dignity of every human being, whether we agree with them or not.
I'm meteorologist Quaylin Murphy, WDSU News.